Hey LEGO fans, and welcome back to MB Bricks. Today we are going to be watching a new tutorial video as I think the curved stone bridge I created for my Greystone diorama turned out really well, and the unique design is something that I'd love to share with you. If you like tutorial videos, be sure to like and comment below, and if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified of new videos when they come out on Fridays. Now, without further ado, let's dive into this tutorial. So for this tutorial, I have brought in a 32 by 32 base plate, which is what we're going to build our bridge on. To start off, we are going to be using these flexible tube pieces that will help us get the arch of the bridge. Now these are going to be whichever length you choose for the length of bridge that you need for your MOC. And then we're going to connect that to one of these pieces here. I'm not sure of the name, but they have the bar on the one end and the hole that you can slide in your flex tube, and then just a 1x1 clip piece at the end. And you're going to want to make 4 of these for each side of your 2 flex tube pieces. Once those are in place, you can then test them out on your MOC to make sure that it is a good size for your bridge, depending on the curve that you want to achieve, as well as the spacing that you need underneath. So by putting that there, we can see that we have a nice curve. And if this was on a MOC, I would make sure that if it was going over a river, for instance, that it has plenty of space underneath as well. Next up, you are going to want to get some 1x2 clip pieces. I use the double clips because I find it is a little bit stronger, and then I have just added a 1x2 plate on top of that just to give it a little bit of height above where the clips are. And we're going to make a whole bunch of these and just start attaching them all along the sides of your flex tubes. Once you have all of these attached, I have used a 1x1 in the center just because of the length of the tubes. You're going to want to get a 2x plate, whatever width you would like your bridge to be. So for instance, this is a 2x8 plate, and then I've just decorated the top to make it look like it is made of stone. And you're going to want this plate to hang over both sides so that we can cover up the gaps on this side. And then once you make a whole bunch of these, you can just attach it on top like so, remembering that the one in the middle is a 1x plate. So after you've attached all your plates, you want to smush them as close as you can to make sure that there is a little gap as possible to make it look seamless. And as you can see at the end, we still have a bit of space, but we did not have space for another 1x2 clip. So I do have a 1x1 clip that can be placed here And then I'm going to do that on all 4 sides here. And then we are going to add in another 2x8 plate on both sides just to cover up the gap as best as possible. And don't forget, your 2x8 plate should have a couple of 1x2s underneath just to raise it up so that it fits over top of the clip part of the plate. Now this might be very tricky if you're doing it on your mock, so if you need to, you can take your bridge off and then place it back down. Now we still have a bit of a gap on this side here, so we're actually going to take a hinge piece 1x2 and put it in the middle of your last bracket here, and then slide that into place to make it look as natural as possible. There we go. And now you can see that comes all the way down to your ground. And then one more time, I'm gonna click that piece in there. And there you go. You have the base of your bridge done. And now you can get a little bit creative in designing the sides. So as you can see, the side of the bridge is quite ugly if you don't like that look. So we're going to cover that up by building out and down the sides. So I've just used this basic L bracket, and I'm going to be doing the exact same design as I did for the Greystone Castle diorama, which is just a very simple but effective design that looks really nice when it's done. And I'm also going to want to do something a little bit fancier in the middle section here. So I'm just going to add these and give it a little bit of support underneath since it is flexible. I'm going to do these down either side of the bridge. And as you get to the last section here, there is not enough space to put an L bracket, so we're going to do something differently when we get to that place there. Good. That is looking better already. And in the middle here, I've just done up what I hope to be a little angel statue. As you can see, I've used a 1x1 bracket L-shaped here for the very center. And then similarly to these side ones, I have created little angel wings that also slide right down into there like that. And we'll do the same on the other side. So once we have this section done, we are then going to top those up with a masonry brick and 1x2 cheese slope. Now you can change this up to be as fancy as you like, but as I said, I'm just going to do exactly what I did for my Greystone Castle diorama, which kept it quite simple. next up we're going to finish off these last two sections here. So I have a 1x2 slope 45-degree angle on top of a 1x2 plate, just to kind of finish these off, although we still have the gap in front. So what I've done with that is stacked a few masonry bricks alternating, and then topped with a 2x2 jumper to be placed into each corner. There's still a slight gap, but what I did for my design was put some foliage and whatever else in the front to kind of cover that up, and then you can top up your columns with whatever decoration you like. I again went very basic with some cone pieces, and then I put a couple of cone pieces to match in the center. And then just to give you scale, I have placed a Black Falcon minifigure on top, and then I will lift this up so you can see it from the front. It is a very good looking bridge, a very nice curved design that goes against the square brick style of the Lego. So that's it for this bridge design. If you like this tutorial, please check the description for a link to a playlist of other tutorials on this channel. Once again, if you haven't already, please do subscribe as it helps this channel out a lot. Thanks so much for checking out this video today, and as always, keep on building.